Hello and welcome to our first Little Fishes session online. We're going to think about a Bible story today and have a couple of songs. I hope you can join in with the songs, either with the actions or with the singing. The first song is all about building a house. I'm going to sing some lines and then you can repeat them, and then when it comes to the chorus we will sing together. So if this is the first time you've heard the song, maybe you would like to listen to it and then press pause or rewind it, and then you can sing it together with me again. Are you ready? Get your hands out. We're going to build a house together. We're going to build a house with a chimney tall. We're going to build a roof and a garden wall and a big front door you can open wide. 2 small windows you can peep inside. We're gonna build a house. We're gonna build a house. Should we sing that again? Maybe you can join in this time. We're gonna build a house with a chimney tall. We're gonna build a roof and a garden wall and a big front door you can open wide. 2 small windows you can peep inside. We're gonna build a house. We're gonna build a house. Well done. Thank you for joining in with that. We're gonna have our story now, and our story today is about the wise and the foolish builder. Today our story is about 2 men that built houses, but one was slightly more successful about it than the other one. I've got some teddies that are going to help me to act out this story. This is our first man. Lion is going to play our first man in the story. Hello, Lion. You say hello. This is a man. This man wanted to build a house. He wanted to build the house well, and he wanted to build the house strong. So the man looked for a place that had a good, strong, firm foundation. He found a rock and was very excited about it. And he began to work hard to build his house upon the rock. It was lots of work. And it took him a long time, but he got there and he managed to build a really good house just in time for when the rain began to come. He went inside his house and he sat there whilst the rain came down, and he stayed safe and he stayed warm inside his house. Thank you, Lion, for playing our first character. You can go over there now. We'll take your house out of the way for now. This is another man. He also wanted to build a house, but he wanted his house now. He wanted it quickly and he didn't have much patience. I want it now. So he didn't spend much time looking around. He found somewhere that felt soft and bouncy, and he thought that would be a good place to build because it wouldn't take much hard work to build the foundation. So he got to work with building his house. He put down the bricks and he put them down very quickly, and he didn't think much about whether they would stand for very long. Oh, it started to rain, so he went into his house and he snuggled down, but he was really rather cold because there were a few gaps in the house. He was really rather chilly, and what was that? A drop of water fell on his head. He was really rather cold, really rather chilly, and really rather wet. The rain got harder and harder and began to, oh no, break the house apart. Sad man. Not very happy, not very safe, and not very dry. The first man had a very successful house. The second man's house fell apart. I wonder whose house you would rather have been living in to stay safe and warm. Jesus says that he is like the rock that the wise man built his house upon. We can trust in Jesus, and in him we will be safe and secure. We can sing a song now about the wise man that built his house upon the rock. You get your hands out to do some building. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock. The wise man built his house upon the rock, and the rain came tumbling down. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up, and the house on the rock stood firm. Now the foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand. The foolish man built his house upon the sand, and the rain came tumbling down. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up. The rain came down and the floods came up, and the house on the sand fell flat. Splat! Well, thank you for joining in with our Little Fishes session this morning. I hope you had some fun, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you then. Bye now.